In our Health Edge, a controversial issue more and more couples are considering these days. They're using pricey fertility treatments to choose their baby's gender.
Joining us now is our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi. And Doc, how are doctors able to do this? Dictate the sex before the pregnancy?
Yeah, it's kind of like science fiction, right? So what's happening is that they're using in vitro fertilization. And what they do is they take the in vitro fertilization, you can do something called pre-implantation genetic diagnosis. So big word, but what they do is they test those embryos normally for genetic diseases, but you can also test for the sex of your baby. So it's something that couples are doing. You know, I'm not sure everybody's in agreement with it, but that's what's going on.
How many people are we talking here?
So in some fertility clinics in California, up to 42% are for non-medical reasons. So imagine, you know, people are worried about genetic diseases. I think everybody says, okay, yeah, absolutely, you want to know if your child is having that problem. But they're coming in a lot from abroad, coming just for that reason.
From out of the country.
From out of the country, coming in and saying, you know what, I want a boy or a girl. They had a story where they had 3 girls and they wanted a boy or vice versa, and people are doing this.
Well, it seems likely with people who maybe have a child of the same sex, like you said, multiple siblings. So what is a procedure like this going to run you?
You know, it's going to be $15,000 to $20,000 a cycle. So the couple from Australia that I read about before doing the story is that $50,000 they spent, and they think it's worth it. But to me, it sets up lots of ethical questions and medical questions, right? So, you know, is it right to do it? I'm sure the viewers have many opinions, but personally, I think, you know, I think that whatever you get is what you should get. That's my opinion. But, you know, the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology, they have a position that says that, you know, their ethics committee says we should not do this for non-medical reasons.
Yeah, it's 100% effective if someone chooses to do it?
So for genetic disease, it's 96 and 98% accurate. So you're gonna know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
The problem is that then when your baby's there long term, are there any side effects? There's some birth defects that are possible, certain types of malignancies or cancers that are slightly increased, and that those things have to be borne out and seeing if that works. But I just think that more than anything else, you're subjecting a procedure that has some risks for non-medical reasons, and I think I have trouble as a physician with that.
Sure. I'm sure.
So you want boy, you don't get boy. Do you get your money back?
Good question.
You know what? I think at that time you get what you get. If you have a healthy baby, you should be thankful, and you already got your money's worth.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tonight at 11, what you got coming up?
You know, tonight then we're talking about two brothers that are basically coming in together, and both have heart trouble. One had a transplant, one's doing very well. You know, one's brother is waiting for a donor while wearing an artificial heart. You know, we'll have that amazing story at 11 o'clock. You want to watch it.